welcome along to Mondo Chalavet Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be a double unboxing from my good friend Paul Wadsworth. Now, Paul had sent me something last week, and I unboxed it, but I've been waiting for Paul. He'd said he's going to send us something else, which I've just got here. I want to thank Paul once again for sending this to me. Hope I didn't give anyone's address out there. No, I didn't. So, nurse, scalpel, thank you. What is in here is, I'm not looking. As you know, I don't look at these things. Get that out of the way. Tons of packaging, as Paul always does. I'll open this part of it first. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Wow. This didn't need to be packed this way, but it has been. Paul is putting for me in this part a flash drive. Now, what he's put on here is, this is a flash drive for, is it 16 gig? Yeah. He has got one of those, I've got one actually, it's in the loft. He's got a record player where you can rip off, the music from a vinyl, and you can put it onto MP3s. And he's actually recorded me a great album, an album I've been looking for a long time, and I will be getting it because I've got my eyes on it on eBay. And it is this album here. So Paul he's got the album, and he said, "Would you like a rip of it on here?" And I says, "Aye, that's brilliant." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this to my computer, and then I've got that. And then I'm going to, which isn't much of a swap, is it? I'm going to put as much Mondo Chelovek stuff on here and send it back to him. Now, this might be, he might be thinking, when he gets it, he might think, "Oh my God, what did I do that for?" But anyway, Paul said he wouldn't mind hearing it. So he's probably going to hear the most Mondo Chelovek stuff. There is 33 albums of Mondo Chelovek stuff. I don't think it's all good, but it's there. And I might actually fit it all on here, though I don't think it'll all fit in here, but yeah, you never know. So yeah, so that's that. That's brilliant, that. And I really wanted to hear those things because that's some of my favorite music going. So in here is, oh, that's it, yes. I saw this I was in HMV this morning. I bought nothing. Can you believe it? I bought nothing. I was looking for the stuff that was on sale online, but it wasn't on sale in the shop, unfortunately. But I did see this that was on these like stand of like new movies coming out. Now, what I will say is, Nightmares of Damaged Brain was there, but it had security, a really big sticker, a security coded protection thing on it, stuck on the front cover, the slip cover. And I thought to myself, I don't think that'll come off. So some of the ones on the shelves didn't have that sticker, but some of the ones in front of the house did have a sticker. So what you might want to do is, if you have one of those things, can you say, "Can I get one without that sticker on?" Because I think it would mutilate your slipcover. So beware of that one. So the movie that Paul has sent to me very generously. Now, what he said to me was, he said he had put in the crowdfunding for this actual release, and he got sent one, got sent two. But I like one of them. I says, "Oh yeah," because when he told us what it was, I thought, definitely would. So it is Scholar. This is on the BFI label, and I wouldn't care. I saw it today and I thought, that looks really good. And then lo and behold, I've got it here in the house. So I want to thank Paul once again. This is an amazing gesture for you to do that for me. Now, I would like to think that Paul Wadsworth is in the, for crowdfunding, you get your name put in the credits, don't you? So what I may do is, when I'm looking through this, because obviously you see screenshots and stuff from here. There's some, oh my God, I've just seen some of there. I saw a bit of it and I thought, oh yeah. And I've just double checked and I've thought, wow, that's all I'm saying. Unbelievable. Like I say, just all amazingly wrapped. I will get this back to you, Paul. And I hope we're still friends after you hear all of the Mondo Chelovek stuff, and you'll hear more than anybody else, actually. So this is, it's a brand new release, and it's all about, it's got the history of the Scala. If I can read that, archive footage, eye-popping movie clips, and crazed animation and famous names collide to tell the story of London's infamous, influential Scala cinema. I can't read much more of that because my eyes are going a bit, crazy. I'll get that open and you can see what's inside this. Now, what I might do is I won't have the time to sort of what I want to watch this quickly, but I won't have the time to watch this and review it for this video, unfortunately. But I might see a little bit of it now. I won't. But on another video, I will come back and I'll watch this very quickly, and I will tell you what I think of this release. This is very intriguing. I love stuff like this. They should make more of them. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit ooh la la. So what do you get inside this? Look at this. You get a lovely booklet. Our debut is an X-rated big screen love letter, not only to the white goddess of King's Cross, but also to the dizzy heights and depraved lows of a universally relatable cinema-going experience. For many disaffected young people, The Scala was a film school, foundation stone and family, a crucial part of our DNA, a lifeline, a place to come out and stay out all night long. We hope new generations of film goers and filmmakers will be equally inspired by its incredibly strange story. Be really interesting to check this out and go into a deep dive into what's happening in all of the Scala, the cinema club. So there you go. Get your booklet in there. Scala, or the incredibly strange rise and fall of the world's wildest cinema, and how it influenced a mixed up generation of weirdos and misfits. Well, you can't argue with that, can you? I do reckon. I reckon. No, is that the Beast? Yeah, I remember that film. Eraserhead, obviously. King Kong. Um, yeah. Jubilee. See that one. John Waters, obviously. Amazing. Thanks once again, Paul. That's amazing. Wow. And also this as well. I can't believe this one. The Dam, The Night of a Thousand Vampires, live in London. Now, weirdly enough, I walked past this in HMV today and I thought, oh, that looks really good. And I think the vinyl for it is there as well. And I just thought, because The Damned, I've seen The Damned live before, about 2018. And this one, I believe, was filmed in I'm sure it was on Halloween maybe a couple of years ago. But I know they play Bela Lugosi's Dead on here, and I would imagine it's in here, and I'm going to have to be careful with this. This is amazing to receive this because I'm a big Dan fan, and I was not expecting this at all. I know Paul was saying, he said, do you like the Dan? I said, yeah, I think they're really good. Then that was that, and then, wow, it gets this. Like I say, Paul and his friend are really generous, so you'll see more about that coming up very soon. This must be brand new. Although I can't see the. I know. I'm sure there's a video of this when Dave Vinian's got no hair, and I'm sure somebody went and said, "Did he really shave his hair off?" And I said, "Oh, you did." Actually, in Boston, you don't usually get that on in Boston. There, this is a lovely presentation in Boston. In Boston, nice. That's a great look for Dave Vinian there when he was coming on like Nosferatu. So you get two discs in here. You get the Blu-ray. Actually, you get three discs in here. You get the Blu-ray and you get two CDs. Look at that. I love watching live videos of bands live. In fact, I watch that quite a lot on my YouTube on the Sky when I watch it on telly. So in here you had Dave Vanian, vocals, Captain Sensible guitars, Andrew Pinching on drums, who doesn't play with them anymore because Ratscabies is coming just now. Paul Gray, who's new, well, he's an old bass player, used to be in there from the early 80s. He's a great bass player. He was in the band when we saw them. So this band lineup would have been the band that we saw. And obviously Monty Oxymoron, who was saw when we went to see the band, we saw him walking down towards where they were playing when we were going to get something to eat before we went to actually see them. So I said to Deb, I says, that's the keyboard player at the band. So she says, he's got strange sort of like fluffy hair. And she goes, really? How do you know? I says, well, you don't, that hair, man. But yeah, so this is really, oh, the songs it's got in here. So let's have a look through and see what it's got on this release. CD1, you get Beauty or the Beast, Wait for the Blackout, classic, Plan 9, Channel 7, amazing. Standing on the Edge of Tomorrow, I think that's a later one, Grimly Fiendish. They're doing sort of like these, like the horror sort of stuff on here. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Absinthe, that's a great song, that's a later song. Under the Floor Again, that's off Strawberries. I Just Can't Be Happy Today. 13th Floor, Vendetta. I think that may be a new one. Don't recognise that one. Eloise, Deborah likes that one. People Are Strange. I don't think I've ever heard them sing that one. That's brilliant. Curtain Call, I love that song. It's so long, it's brilliant. That's on Wait for the Blackout, is it? No, the Black Album. Tightrope Walk, never heard that one. The Dog, that is off Strawberry's album, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Neat, neat, neat. Brilliant. Bela Lugosi's Dead. Black as the Night. That rings a bell. And the Blu-ray is the full live show. That's amazing. That really is amazing. I was not expecting to get a Blu-ray in there because I did say it, didn't I? I said I'm sure this was on YouTube, but I now I can see the Blu-ray, which will look spectacular, won't it? So that is sensational. That this is an amazing horror-related audio visual treat. Speaking of which, I've got a second unboxing for you. So what do I say? Nurse Scalpel. Thank you. Got to be careful getting into this. Really expertly packed. Plenty of gaffer tape on here, or brown parcel tape I'm going to call it. Got to be dead careful with this. I'd hate this to go through and anything. Really well packaged, obviously. I don't know if there's a note in here, but if there is, I'll read it out, obviously. And yeah, so when I was talking to Paul about just this and that, he did say to us that he could get his hands on these items for me if his friend decided to sell them. So he asked his friend, and his friend said yes, he would like to sell them, so at a great price. So I want to thank Paul's friend once again for doing that for me. I know Paul's friend doesn't want to get his name checked on YouTube, but that's no problem at all. But I do know if you're watching this at any time, I really appreciate you doing this. Look at this. So what I've received off Paul and his friend is can you see that? Honestly. Now, as you know, Paul had sent me the CDs from this, and Paul had sold these to his friend, who then in turn sold them to me. So this is amazing. Now, I've been listening to these in the car, and you've got some amazing tunes from soundtracks, and it's just amazing to actually own these ones, because when I knew they were out, obviously a long out of print. Well, the first one is, the second wasn't. So I thought I might get them one day, but I didn't think I'd ever get my hands on them. And look, lo and behold, they're here now. So again, I'll have to really watch what I'm doing here just to get into here. Just want a quick puncture in there. Quite nerve-wracking, this. If everything fails, you know, I could become a surgeon, couldn't I? With my prowess with a scalpel. If they say to us, have you got any experience? I'll go, yeah, of course I have. I think these were released in 2017, if I remember rightly, or if I've read rightly. I think I remember hearing about them, but at the time I wasn't really into vinyl, so it wasn't a thing that I thought, oh, I'll have to get them, but I did appreciate what I saw. So here's the first one. A spine on that. Move that one in case it's... That's all your songs that you get in there, or the titles of them. Get some great stuff on here. You've got, which is the, yeah, this is the one that really stood out for me. This this block of soundtracks. Vault of Horror, the Italian collection. I don't think I've ever seen these. There's Trash, just talking about him and his, oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, look at that. Deborah, can I please put that on the wall? What do you think she'll say about that? Didn't know that was included, like our print. Now in here you get, I don't know what their vinyl looks like. It's black vinyl, yeah. Not perfect condition. I'll polyline these ones. Got a big right up there. The artwork on here is fantastic. It's obviously from Graham Humphreys, who is the man when it comes to this type of thing. Another huge write-up. There we go, there's the black vinyl. Now, when you see this coming out of here, and you talk about, you know, you hear a lot of things talking about anti-static, and you think you've got to get these polyliners for that, and you think, well, I bet it's just a bit of a swizz for just somebody just, you know, wanting to make a bit extra cash. But no, it's not, because as you can see, that one's completely stuck in there, and the polyliner will stop it from doing that. So static is a big thing, not in every one when you get them out, but sometimes when you're having to look at them, you think they're just unreal. So here is the second one, Italian Connection, Volume 2, Vault of Horror. Still got the shrink wrap on. Another great load of soundtracks here. Actually, the whole thing is just great from start to finish. Just the artwork, man, look at that. Maybe if you get the artwork for this one as well, I could say to Deborah, what would make a good double bill on the wall is these two. I'm sure she'd say yes. Yeah, it has. Move that scalpel. That's a nice to get that. Beautiful artwork. Get all them notes in there. I don't know if they're going to make any more of these. If they do, I'll be first in queue to get these. Yeah, I'll be polylining these. I don't know what it is, just it's probably this stuff next to the vinyl. They're just, well, are they made out of the same thing, so they've got a tendency to stick together? I'm sure I read that somewhere. This artwork is electric. It really is. Look at that. Perfect condition. Brilliant. So happy to get these. So I'm totally blown away by the generosity of Paul Wadsworth and his friend. I just want to thank you both for doing this for me. And that vinyl downstairs, honestly, what I've done is that I have listened to two of the sides, and they're just absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Paul did give me those CDs as well, which I put in the car. So I've been listening to them quite on loop in the car. And also the vinyl versions, and you just sit down, you just get the discs out, the albums out, and you just look through them. There's nothing greater, I think, than just sitting down and watching vinyl. It's so therapeutic, especially when you're listening to some of the best music that's ever been put on the celluloid, in my opinion. So, thanks once again for watching. You take care, especially Paul and your very generous friend. And I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.